Alright gang, looking into the roadmap, we got our initial image here. We got our new map, obviously Al Mazrah is coming out, and we have DMZ coming out as well. They say that, you know, the new Gulag, which we all know it's the 2v2 Gulag, we got a couple new vehicles coming. The Hummer EV is coming. I thought that was kind of cool. It's Hummer's new electric vehicle. Kind of think that's neat how they're incorporating like real life vehicles into the game, kind of like how Rocket League does. I think that's going to be fun. It says aquatic combat's coming into play. Obviously the split circles, 3 circles, proximity chat, new buy stations, third person playlists, and interrogating enemies for Warzone. I think that's going to be pretty different, being able to like interrogate someone, maybe find out, get pings or like a mini UAV for a little while on an enemy team. I'm pretty excited to see how that works. For multiplayer, we got all kinds of new stuff coming in. We got a new co-op mission, which is called High Ground. We got Shipment coming back and Shoot House, which I don't know about you guys, but Shoot House is a goated map, man. I'm glad that they're adding that back. It makes weapon grinding so much easier. We got Raid coming out, which raids, from what I've heard, are kind of like Destiny raids. They're going to be missions you do with your friends. They're going to be kind of tricky. Obviously, we got CDL coming. We got new weapons coming. We got an M13 variant coming in, and a Chimera, which is also an AR coming. I hope I said that right. I think I did. We got the Victus sniper rifle and the Boz P SMG as well, man. I think these are some super solid options that are coming in. A new battle pass system. I'm very excited to see how that works. A couple new operators, stuff like that, in our first official like store packs. But let's actually dive into this and see what they have to say. This is the initial Warzone 2 overview, which we've already reviewed so much Warzone 2, but here are the big things we need to cover right here. So we got loadouts are not leaving. Custom loadouts are back for Warzone 2.0. So similar to the original Warzone, loadouts play a large role in what makes the game unique, and in this new era, players will have quicker access to their loadouts primary benefit, the primary weapon. There are 3 ways to earn a loadout, or at least a primary weapon: shops, loadout drop, public event, or strongholds and black sites. It says that the shops player can use in-match cash. Essentially, you can buy a loadout just like you always could, but there's a couple other ways to earn those loadouts, so I'm glad that's coming back. Looting mechanics, Battle Royale remaining traditional. New backpack system is in DMZ. So instead of having this crazy backpack system and going through and looting boxes and everything stays in the box, when you open a box in Warzone 2.0, all the loot's just going to be thrown out at you like it always has been. Those were the 2 biggest things I personally was concerned about going into Warzone 2.0. They got those fixed, man. Al Mazrah is already a solid map. I think the Warzone 2.0 is looking up, especially after Caldera, man. I mean, we don't even need to talk about that. This right here, I'm not really a fan of. The new Gulag, it's a 2v2 experience. My problem with this, what if you get paired with a bot and you got a couple sweats on the other side of the Gulag, you know? I mean, the Greasy game, we're just gonna have to tee up, but in general, that's kind of frustrating. It's not like you're with your homies, you know, when you go in. It could be random. If you're the only one in your squad who dies in a specific engagement, you're gonna be paired with a random, and I really do not like that. AI combats in Battle Royale, they're only at strongholds, black sites, and Gulag overtime. So there were AI in the Gulag off rip, but they took that away. It's only an OT that the AI come in. That's a dub. At least they got rid of the AI. Strongholds and black sites, those are just looting sites. Like, these are areas where you can go to get like high tier loot. I wouldn't say that they're gonna be like the hot drop spots on the map. I mean, the only thing that people want to do is get their loadout. So unless they're going to strongholds, they get keys, you know, and try to get in there and get maybe more cash for UAVs. I really don't see people using that, but that's the only place you're going to run to AI, which, if you remember the Warzone showcase, there were bots everywhere. Like, you would land bots. So I'm glad they got rid of that. That's now more of a DMZ feature than Warzone. Obviously, aquatic combat, new vehicles, and fuel mechanic. Apparently the vehicles are going to have fuel, so you can drive them around, but you got to go to a gas station and fill it up. I'm sure it's going to cost money to do that. Let's see if they touch on that right here. Vehicle fuel. No more unlimited fuel sources. All vehicles, yes, including the EV, use fuel over time, and when it runs out, that vehicle is no longer usable. Vehicles can be refilled either with gas cans found around the map or at gas stations. Gas stations can also repair body damage and tires, thereby restoring vehicle health. However, operators can perform flat tire repairs anywhere in the world by interacting with individual tires. That's a dub. There's nothing more frustrating than getting a tire blown out in a game. When you're playing the game, you get a tire blown out, you can't control it. In Warzone, you get your tire blown out, no problem, bro. You jump out, you fix it, fuel it up, you're good to go. I like that. Depends on how the game plays. I mean, in Verdansk, we'd hop in a car and we'd drive to every single team, and eventually you'd have to ditch that car and look for another one or a new heli. If you can pull a heli up to a gas station to fix it, that'd be nuts. But we're just gonna have to see how that plays out, but I like that mechanic. I think that's gonna be great. DMZ, play your way in a completely new Warzone experience. If you haven't watched any of the DMZ gameplay from today, what is it, November 9th, we had all new DMZ gameplay today. It was really our first look at DMZ gameplay. It plays a little bit like Tarkov, but I would say for the casual player, it's a very casual form of it, as in the challenges aren't so crazy. They kind of walk you through step by step for the challenges. There's a money system. If you do die with what you bring in, you do not, get it back. And if it's the last gun you have, you're not coming back into raid with another gun. You got to make sure your stash has guns. I would just recommend watching some DMZ videos when it comes to the overview on it, because this really isn't going to tell us much. They're being very secretive about DMZ. They still haven't told us, and I think it's one of those games that we're not going to understand the extent of it until we're all playing it as a collective. I'm very excited for it, but we're gonna have to see more about it when that comes out on the 16th. Coming in season third-person playlist. They actually did this today. They had a third-person battle royale match of Warzone 2.0. I'm not personally a third-person fan, but I know a bunch of people are, especially the Fortnite nerds. I mean, if Fortnite has a spot in your heart, which low-key I dabble with Fortnite every so often. I mean, look, Fortnite was goated. But that third person, I'm not the biggest fan of it, but sometimes I'm feeling it. Sometimes I'm like, I want to play it. That's going to be unique. I'm sure it's going to be fun for like when I'm streaming. I want to do a challenge with you guys. You make a class, I bring in a third person. But I don't see that being like the big thing. Maybe there's some third person Warzone tournaments. Who knows? But it's coming. It's exciting. So they're going to do a relaunch of Warzone Caldera. That's what it's going to be called now. It's just going to be Call of Duty Warzone Caldera. With that being said, right here at approximately 8 a.m. on November 16th, Warzone servers are going to go offline. So as Season 5 concludes, Warzone servers are going offline. At 10 a.m. Pacific time, Warzone 2.0 will be released as part of Modern Warfare 2 Season 1. So the next day, or not the next day, but a couple hours later, the servers will come back up. And what you'll notice is when you load into the game, you have two options. You can play Warzone 2.0 or Warzone Caldera. I think that's neat. They're gonna have it all in one place. Obviously, I don't know why Caldera's kind of in the mix with this conversation. Maybe just for like nostalgic purposes, but we still get Warzone 2.0. It's all gonna be integrated. That's this new whole Call of Duty HQ. When you load in your Modern Warfare 2, if you look at the top left of your screen before you hit play multiplayer, you'll notice it says Call of Duty HQ. They're kind of trying to make a universal hub for the game, so everything can be accessed from one point. I do like that. You don't have to switch from game to game and look for files. It's all just in one spot. Kind of nice. All of this is just, expect access to standard battle royale playlists, talking about bundles, everything like this. This is where, also this shouldn't go with that, everyone should know this. Double XP tokens are not transferable between Warzone Caldera and Warzone 2.0. I think everybody knows that at this point. Your skins, your blueprints, everything from the OG Warzone are not coming to this Warzone. It's a whole new game. The guns you get to use are the guns that are in Modern Warfare 2. Perks, all of that, operators. If you had them in Warzone, Caldera, Rebirth Island, whatever it may have been, they stay there. This is all new. That's a good thing. We want to declutter Warzone. That was the problem with it. It got too cluttered. We don't want guns from like every generation for the past 60 years. We're not doing all this. Right here for fans of small battle maps. So obviously Rebirth Island and Fortune's Keep, we got expect exciting developments in Warzone 2.0 during future seasons. There you go, gang. It's confirmed. We are getting a Rebirth map in Warzone 2.0. It's going to be an all new map. It's going to be an all new play experience. So for you Rebirth Reapers, you demons, you guys like to go out and shred. Hey, I fell in love with Rebirth because Caldera was chopped. I'm excited for it, but it's coming. So just hang in tight. Start playing Warzone 2.0, get a feel, so when the new map comes out, you're absolutely shredding, all right? You can get your TikToks ready, whatever you do with that. Modern Warfare 2 overview. This is where it's talking about the new maps. Obviously, we got Shoot House coming out at launch. We got Shipment mid-season. All Call of Duty seasons are split into two. You know, you got like 45, 50 days or so off the rip, and then after that, you got a second half of the season. It's usually the Reloaded. So we get Shoot House first, that's a dub. Shipment later, that's also a dub. I'm glad we get Shoot House before Shipment, man. Shoot House is a classic map. This is a go-to map. Shipment, man, I'm kind of tired of it. I love it. I mean, it has a special place in my heart, but Shoot House needs to be a man. I've missed Shoot House. God, it's been a minute. Warm up for rank play with CDL Mosh Pit. So they're gonna have a little CDL Mosh Pit coming in. Gives everyone a feel of the new rules, everything that's gonna be going on. Getting ready for rank play. It's like I was talking about with the new Rebirth Islands that are going to be coming. Just get your feet wet, jump in, get used to it, get ready to shred. So when it comes out, you got your stats ready and you are absolutely playing at the top of your game. Going on, we got Special Ops, new mission at launch, Raid Episode 1. All the raids are going to be named episodes. So obviously Season 1's Episode 1, Season 2, Episode 2, so on and so forth. They're just going to be episodes. It says right here, call up that duo at the start of the season and prepare the trio for the ultimate test. Special Ops is getting a new mission in the first episode of Raids during Season 1. It will be called High Ground. Successfully find and destroy enemy communication servers. It looks like it's going to have one person running, maybe two people running, one person AC-130 from what they've kind of talked about and shown in pictures. But the raid is what I'm very excited to see. It says, continuing the story of the Modern Warfare 2 campaign, raids will be the ultimate challenge for trios with a mix of stealth, all-out action, and puzzle-solving objectives. I mean, when it comes to the Call of Duty potentially doing raids, you know, you think of games like Destiny, this is huge for them to even say this. I mean, it goes without question. It says, you know, the ultimate challenge for trios with a mix of stealth and all-out action. You think, oh yeah, no, that's normal Call of Duty. But then right here it says puzzle-solving objectives. That's what makes a raid. You know, tricky puzzles where everyone has to work together at specific times to get things done. I think Call of Duty's hitting the nail on the head with this. It's great that we're getting flooded out with all of this content. It's going to make this game last for a long time. You never really feel burned out because you have so much to do. I think they're headed in the right direction. Tier 1 and combat record. I can't believe we're even talking about combat record. We're like 2 weeks into this game and we still don't have one. The Tier 1 playlist will be available. If you don't know what Tier 1 is, it's hardcore mode. Tier 1 is hardcore. It's coming. Do not worry. Also, obviously, combat records, you know, your KD, stats, everything like that. We don't have that now. That's going to come in Season 1. I guess it's going to be a launch. They don't specify here. I would assume it to be a launch. There's no way. Let's see. General Season 1 overview. New battle pass now with more player choice. Conquer a new battle pass as you choose map sectors. Your way to unlock both free and premium items in whatever order you decide. That's pretty neat. A lot of people don't complete the battle pass, like casual players, you know, they don't get the whole level 100, and it's frustrating because the level 100 item might be what you wanted the most, or maybe, you know, level 46, whatever it may be. This is giving you the option to go in at whatever point you want to get what you want out of it if you know you're not going to play the whole time. I think it's a solid move, especially for gun unlocks. Usually they throw the new guns in the battle pass. You don't buy the battle pass, it takes you a while to get there. Well, now you can have the option to get those weapons sooner so you can get back into the mix faster. 4 new weapons are coming, 2 free in the battle pass. Pretty dope. We got eagle-eyed players may have seen and even used both of the season's functional weapons within this battle pass system while playing the Modern Warfare 2 campaign. Now you can wield them across multiplayer. So I definitely think it's cool that guns from campaign are starting to roll through, because we definitely use this Victus in campaign. That's pretty exciting. And the Bass P SMG, it's a Bruin platform. That's pretty cool. An aggressive fire rate with a modular frame, perfect for discerning operator who wants to customize a submachine gun. Let's see, we got the Chimera, which is also in the Bruin platform, so these two are connected, these two are linked. I guess all of these are in the Bruin platform except for the sniper. So these 3 guns all derive off of the M13, which come from the Bruin. That's pretty neat. So essentially, I guess that's how they're gonna do it. They're gonna drop new guns that are gonna be based off of skill trees. Very exciting to see that. So they all link together. So when new guns come out, you unlock your skill tree, you level up your skill tree, you have attachments for the next one when it's finally unlocked. That's a dub. I love the skill tree feature. We got Zeus as a new operator at launch. Low-key looks chopped. He kind of looks like the yo, am I crazy? He looks like Davy Jones from Pirates of the Caribbean. I mean, does it? Dude, he does. You can't tell me he doesn't. Those chops look chopped. It's ridiculous. We get claws. I guess he's hidden. But gang, this is gonna wrap it up. The prestige system, I don't really even want to cover this. This isn't really a thing anymore. OG prestiging, you hit level 55, 70, 75, whatever it was. When you prestige, everything got reset back to level 1. You grind it back up, but you were prestige 1. Eventually you were prestige 10. You could flex it on everybody. I did this. This is where I'm at. I literally reset my game 10 times. And now I'm still back at the top of the leaderboard. That's really gone. I mean, it says Prestige 2 unlocked at 100, 3 at 150. I mean, it's cool, whatever. This level caps at 250. Nice. You know, it is what it is. But gang, I'm going to wrap it up here. Look, if you're new to the channel, you enjoy the content, man, hit that sub button, crush that like button. Let me know if you are excited for the hype with this new season, man. I'm loving the game. I'm excited to see these new updates roll out. Catch you on tomorrow for another banger. Let's get it, gang.